Well, hello, water signs. This reading is for you if you're wondering if you've been ghosted and you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements, okay? I will timestamp the 3 signs as well as an overall reading at the end for all water signs in my description box. There you will also see information about how to book a personal reading if you want to delve into this or any other matter and get some details, okay? You can see all of that. There's also a link in my description box if you want to know your zodiac placements. If you don't know those, you can get it for free by following that link. So with that being said, let's get started with my Cancer gang. All right, Cancer, let's take a look at your situation and find out why my Cancer friends were ghosted. Why were you ghosted? Let's find out. Why were my Cancers ghosted? Let's see. All right, that one flew out. We're going to take it. Well, okay, could have been a fire sign, Libra, or, fire, Libra, or Aries, maybe not. Okay, those could simply be placements, significant placements in someone's chart, but the most important thing is the reading, as I always say. But okay, there was a lot of doubt in the beginning about this thing and a lot of confusion, possibly. 2 of Wands in the reverse, okay? Kind of whoever this was really got stuck weighing their options. And I get that from 2 of the cards that I have. You know, the 2 of Wands in the reverse, all about choosing a path, but when it's in the reverse, they're just kind of feeling stuck. There's self-doubt here many times, okay? Could have been a lack of confidence, okay? And, you know, again, weighing options. That's not always what that Justice card means, but when it's sitting there beside that 2 of Wands in the reverse, there was a lot of contemplation about this, really on the fence, okay? Never really gung-ho. I mean, they may have acted like it, okay? But in the end, they just weren't. Had it gone forward, it would have ended up in disaster, okay? That is what the Empress in the reverse means many times. Emotionally unavailable, probably distant, and even cold, okay? The 2 of Wands in reverse can certainly speak to stagnation, Cancers. Yeah, okay. A lot of again, you've got another 2 here, okay? Decision making, stuck, stalemate, okay? They just could not move. Paralyzed is what's coming to my mind, okay? But there were some truths that they weren't seeing. Probably, you know, there were just some things that they were kind of not aware of, or not, you know, but sometimes it's, most of the time when this card comes up and we're talking about blinders on, it's by choice. It's like refusing to see something, okay? But had you gone forward, you know, disaster, okay? And, you know, stalemate, conflict. This is quarreling many times, okay? Conflicting opinions, confusion many times. So I've got a lot of confusion on the board here, okay? And kind of like oppositional sometimes when this card comes up. Poor communication skills. Well, go figure, you got ghosted, right? So that totally, you know, makes sense with that, okay? So, yeah, there was a third party involved. 3 of Swords. You may not have even known this, okay? But okay, now I understand what paths they were weighing, Cancer. They were looking at you and another person that you may or may not have even been aware of. This is the card of heartbreak, so trust and believe. You probably dodged a huge bullet, Cancer, because, you know, it would have ended up in disaster and heartbreak had it gone forward, okay? Emotional distance, emotionally unavailable, immature sometimes when this card is in the reverse, okay? Certainly immaturity would go hand in hand with being ghosted, so that comes as no surprise. But they were weighing some options and, you know, they really, really were stuck in this thing for a minute, okay? And for whatever reason, decided to go down a different path, okay? But yeah, this is all about, they kind of cut their ties with you, obviously. Separation, okay, with this card. Misery, you know, very draining if you had gone forward with it. And maybe maybe the whole, you know, decision-making process that they were stuck in was draining to them, okay? You know, hate it. Work on yourself. That would be my advice to them if this is a cross-watcher watching, right? There you go. All right, Scorpio gang, why were you ghosted? Why were my Scorpio folks ghosted? Let's find out and get some information into this situation. Why were you ghosted? Let's find out. Why were you ghosted? I don't know if you hear that squeaking, but my dog has decided that her squeaky toy is something really interesting right now while I'm recording this video. So I do apologize, but she's having fun. So, okay. All right, Carolina, chill out. Sorry. All right. All right, Scorpios. Why were you ghosted? Let's take a look. Let's find out, Scorpio. Why were you ghosted? Well, they were... Whew, okay, Scorpio. You may have been dealing with an Earth sign or Capricorn specifically, but either way... Okay, first of all, kept you in limbo. They were probably really in limbo about this thing as well, okay? But I'll be honest with you. You got the devil card, okay? Let's just talk. Okay, first of all, a huge dodging of a bullet happened with you. So while ghosting is never a fun thing to experience, it's much better than going down a path with this person, getting your heart broken. And promise, trust, and believe for you Capricorns, this would have been a miserable self-imprisonment for you. Devil card here. Okay, let's talk about everything that can entail, because it can mean a number of different things, but okay, ain't none of it good. Okay, I'm just going to put it like that. Can speak to deception, addiction, obsession, after one thing, and you know what I'm talking about, the quick hop in the sack kind of thing. And okay, those kind, it doesn't matter if you give it up or not. Okay, they're going to be gone if they don't get it because they're not happy. And if they do get it, they're going to be gone because they got what they wanted. Okay, or, you know, kind of a friends with benefit. Very, you know, very much just after the physical, you know, gratification and nothing else. Very selfish, okay? Self-serving and manipulative, okay, many times. But sinister and kind of sneaky, okay? Yeah, just, you know... hidden agenda, hidden motives, and not good ones, okay, when that card comes up, okay? And what that card is all about, it's just, overall meaning of that card is just a tremendous need for shadow work, okay? Because clearly this person, very, very toxic, okay? And toxicity comes from things in your shadow that you're not integrating and working through, okay? So now this person very well may have been a person who didn't see your value. You've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And immaturity many times when you get a king that comes up in reverse. Financial instability maybe, or broke, you know, broke as a joke, could be, okay? Or financially irresponsible. There's nothing, you know, a person in my mind does not have to be wealthy or whatever. They just have to be financially responsible with the resources that they do have, okay? Not greedy, okay? Because that's a whole nother, you know, lost mentality that will manifest more reasons to have to hold on to your money. But a lot of self-doubt when that card comes up and unrealistic expectations. Yeah, I think most of you, they were after one thing. That's what I think, okay? That's what I think, and I'm going to call it that. Okay, Scorpio? That's how it's going to go. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Bored and restless and discontented is where you would have been, okay? You know, complacent. Many times taking somebody for granted and not seeing their value. We're seeing that over and over in this thing, okay? And honestly, they're, you know, whoever this is, they think they're fine. They think everybody, you know, all the other people that they encounter in the dating world are the ones with the problems. They're fine. They don't do anything wrong. They don't take responsibility for what they do. Now, deep down, subconsciously, they realize they're a jerk, okay? but on the surface, they're in denial about this. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting to. And again, you know, need for shadow work speaks to the subconscious, which by definition, we are unaware of. Okay, it does peek its head out every once in a while. Okay, and that's our signal to know, hey, ooh, it's most times comes off as a trigger or losing your temper. That's really your shadow self peeking out, telling you need to go inside and work on something. So anyway, all right, Scorpio, that's kind of where we are with that thing. Okay, you dodged a huge bullet. All right, Pisces folks, let's take a look at your situation. Try to find out why you got ghosted. Why'd you get ghosted, Pisces? Let's find out. Why'd you get ghosted? Let's find out, Pisces. I'm going to do one more shuffle for you. That's what I'm getting. Why'd you get ghosted, Pisces? Let's take a look. All right. Probably was a strong soul connection, okay? You got the Two of Cups. And you had a lot of emotion for this person, okay? But they were very controlling and manipulative, okay? Narcissistic ways. I hate that word because it is very overused. Very few people in the population have true narcissistic personality disorder, but many people behave in narcissistic ways and are kind of on a spectrum. Okay, so I can't say for sure whether your person was full-blown or not, but it doesn't matter either way, just not pleasant. Okay, very cold, unstable, sometimes can speak to that, okay, and financially unstable, immature. We're talking the Emperor in reverse, which, by the way, we have water and Aries specifically for what it's worth, okay? But, you know, just really arrogant, selfish, really pumped up ego. Yep, that's what I'm getting. Page of Cups in reverse, self-indulgent, okay, selfish. Very well could be, you know, self-indulgent can speak to addiction, can speak to, you know, really looking for just one thing and then wanting to move on, okay? It probably was a strong soul connection, but you know what? If you don't think strong soul connections can be jerks, okay? Absolutely, they surely can. It can go toxic quicker. It is going to go toxic quicker with a strong soul connection than it will otherwise if you are not doing the regular energy work. Why? Because the intensity is so strong, okay? But yeah, self-indulgent, selfish, really in it for themselves, just impure motives in the whole thing, okay? If they were doing the work, it would have had potential, okay? But you probably dodged a bullet. Yep, you did. They can't, you know what? They can't, and this speaks. You know, strong soul connections, when they first come in, they come in like a bull in a china shop. Literally, that's how it feels. With a lot of action and a lot of charisma. I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. It went off to a good start. Okay, Ace of Wands is a pregnancy card for what it's worth. I always throw that out, okay? But they came in like a bull in a china shop, okay? Really, you know, kind of promising you the world and a new way of life, and then just went really toxic really quick, okay? Yeah. Page of Pentacles in reverse. We got 2 pages in the reverse. Could have been problems with children and or immaturity, okay? So I do see that for some of you as well. Page of Pentacles in reverse. When you got Pentacles in reverse, that means not worth your time. And this, again, selfishness. This person felt like they were owed something for nothing. Again, some of you, this person was looking for one thing and one thing only, and it wouldn't have mattered if you'd have given it up or not. Either way, they would have ghosted you. That's kind of how that goes. Just going to call it like I see it. You dodged a bullet. You did. You did. So, okay. All of my water signs. Let's take a look at your situation. We'll probably pull some oracle cards for you in a minute too. Okay. Let's see what we can find out for you guys from an advice standpoint. Lighten up and enjoy life. The Fool card. The Fool is in the tarot is not a traditional definition of a fool. It's more like the Fool in the King's Court that was looked at for wisdom and intuitive guidance. Because the Fool, when the Fool takes chances, it's intuitively led. This is advising you to be sure to do your energy work on a daily basis so that you can make your decisions from an intuitive basis as well, because that will not steer you wrong. You also have the Lover's card telling you to do the same thing. A lot of you, you know, are dealing with strong soul connections with a lot of passion and a lot of physical attraction when that Lover's card comes up, okay, for what it's worth, okay. But the Lover's card in the advice talks about taking the high road in decision making. And the only way that you can do that is when you are following your intuition. Ace of Pentacles in the advice: choose your direction wisely. Work on goals daily. Remain patient and slow and steady, and understand that this thing is a marathon and not a sprint. And everything, you know, kind of like the tortoise and the hare, right? Trust the timing of things. Trust divine timing. There's the divine has so much more wisdom than we do, okay? Come on now. Really? I mean, come on. I mean, I can't even go down that path because it's just so funny, but okay. And when you fight it, you'll feel it. You'll feel the resistance, okay? And when you're going in the right way, it'll feel like you're assisted. I'm going to pull from a new tarot deck, a new oracle deck that I just got. This deals with the shadow self a lot. Really, really cool. It's called Dark Mirrors, and I love it. Another practitioner that I have come to know in recent weeks that I'm liking a lot, have a lot of respect for. She's very knowledgeable. Ugh, crazy knowledge. But anyway, she was reading with this oracle deck, and I was like, I have to have it. 3 days later, I had it, okay, because I ordered it. It's not here locally. I had to order it online, and I am so glad I did because I love it. I'm still learning it. So, but anyway, let's pull you guys a couple of oracle cards, okay, today for tomorrow. Again, this, you know, sometimes we have to make sacrifices today, okay, by not jumping into something and just doing the work behind the scenes to invest in having a better tomorrow, okay? And I'm talking about relationships, but certainly this can be anything, okay? So, you know, there's a difference in sacrifice and suffering, okay, and putting in an investment, okay? Growing a business, growing a relationship, understanding that it is, you know, again, a marathon and not a sprint. Some of you need to forgive and be forgiven from the past, or at least apologize. Okay, that's the best you can do. You can't force somebody to forgive you. Forgiveness really does set you free, because if you don't, okay, this is atonement. If you don't, then you are harboring bitterness, and you will absolutely, without a doubt, bleed on someone who did not cut you, okay? Don't be vengeful. Again, revenge. Get out of revenge mode, okay? Hung up on the past, you're going to manifest the same thing. Yes, you will. And, all right, let's see. Looking for some things. Perchance to dream. A lot of people will sleep a lot whenever they're feeling really down or depressed, okay? Nothing wrong with getting your good, solid, recommended sleep, okay, and what works for you. We're all a little bit different in what our sleep needs are, but do not sleep your life away, okay? You know, sometimes, you know, we do that to ignore what we need to be doing. So with that being said, greatly appreciate you guys watching. I wish you all the greatest of luck going forward and serendipitous moments in the future, okay? Much love to you guys.